Once upon a time, in an age where gods walked among men and wars decided the fate of the cosmos, a lone warrior stood at the edge of destiny, not to conquer, not to destroy, but to uphold a vow so powerful it could unravel the very balance of Dharma itself. This is not the tale you've heard. This is the legend they chose to forget. A warrior once stood at the edge of a great war, not to fight for a side, but to fight for the truth. A warrior so powerful, he could have ended the Mahabharata in mere minutes. Yet, he never raised his sword. Instead, he gave up his head. In our last story, we spoke of a warrior who walks the earth to this day, forgotten by time, cursed by fate. But what if there was another? A warrior so powerful, the gods themselves denied him the right to fight. This is the forgotten tale of Barbarik, the silent witness of the Mahabharata. Barbarik, the grandson of Bhima, son of the mighty Kurukshetra, raised in the wild forests, taught the art of war by his mother. Through years of penance, he earned a gift from Lord Shiva, 3 divine arrows so powerful. With the first, he could mark all his enemies. With the second, he could destroy them all. And the third, bring the arrows back to his quiver. Just 3 arrows, enough to wipe out the entire Kurukshetra. But Barbarik took a vow. He would fight only for the weaker side, a noble vow, but a dangerous one. Because if his strength made the weaker side stronger, he would switch sides again and again, endlessly. As the great war of Kurukshetra drew near, Barbarik set out to fulfill his vow. But someone was waiting for him. A humble Brahmin, who was no ordinary man, but Krishna in disguise. He stepped forward and asked, "Which side will you fight for?" Barbarik answered without hesitation, "Whichever side is weaker, my lord." Krishna smiled. "And when your strength makes them stronger?" The young warrior fell silent, and in that pause, Krishna saw a storm, a warrior with the power to end it all or make the war eternal. And in that moment, the Brahmin's veil faded. Before Barbarik stood not a man, but the charioteer of fate himself, Krishna. Krishna revealed his true form and asked for a sacrifice. To preserve Dharma, he asked Barbarik for the one thing no warrior would ever give: his head. Barbarik did not flinch. He bowed his head and said, "If my death brings clarity to Dharma, then I accept. But grant me one wish. Let me watch this war until the end." Krishna nodded. Barbarik severed his own head. Krishna placed the head atop a hill overlooking Kurukshetra, and thus Barbarik witnessed every strike, every betrayal, every prayer, and every death. When the dust settled and the war was won, the Pandavas approached. They asked, "Who was the greatest warrior?" Barbarik replied, "I saw only Krishna's Sudarshan Chakra moving, slicing, guiding, ending. The rest were but instruments."
Yatra Yogeshwara Krishna Yatra Pathodhanurdhaya Tatra Shri Vijayo Bhuti Dhruvani Tirmamirmama.
Today, in parts of India, Barbarik is worshipped as Shambhava, the silent observer of fate. He gave up his place in history to uphold balance. He offered his head so Dharma could live. And perhaps his eyes still watch us. In a war of the greatest warriors, the one who chose not to fight became the most divine. And that was the forbidden law for today. If you felt the pull of the past, like and subscribe for more legends veiled in time. And tell us, what mystery shall we unveil next?